Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. So today I have the Hackmotion. I done a review on the product about 6 months ago, and a lot of things have changed in my swing. I have improved a lot, especially with my launch angle. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to compare my progress using the Hackmotion. I'm going to show you a comparison between the past data, and I'm going to test it out today and see exactly what numbers change, because I know for a fact that I improved a lot. So I'm going to take you along with it, and I'm going to show you what are the things that can help you with the Hackmotion. So stay tuned. So for those of you who don't know what the Hackmotion is, basically it's a device that measures your wrist angles, all degrees going this way and that way, flexion and extension. And basically what that does, it can help you understand what you're doing in your swing. And it can help you understand when you get better shots what exactly you're doing, and generally that means to bow your wrist slightly more on the downswing. So I'm gonna look at the past data now, and I'll show you the numbers, and I'm gonna take some swings, and then I will show you the comparison data. Okay, so this is my data from about 6 months ago. So we're looking at address, we're looking at top position, and then we're looking at impact. Now if you notice, at address is plus 20, then I have plus 6, and then on impact plus 18. So basically I'm always going from a lower number to a higher number on impact. And actually this is not a good thing, because what you want to do is go from a higher number to a low number. And if you look in here, it goes from low number at the top to high number, low high on every single shot. So pay attention to those numbers, because those are the numbers that you're going to see some big differences. And also you can look at these columns here, and this is what the Hackmotion will tell you. And in this graph here, you will see that on none of the columns it is telling me that it was okay. Normally when it is within the range, it will give you like something like this, like a little check mark to show you that you are within the range. And all we're talking about basically is your position at address right here. It will tell you a degree on as far as flexion and extension. Then it will tell you what you're doing right here on your backswing as far as your wrist angles. And then it will tell you exactly on impact what you did on your wrist angle. So that's ultimately, that's all it's telling you. And then once you have that data, you can analyze it, and then you can work with it. And then you can actually analyze your best shots and see exactly what you did in those shots, and then try to replicate those shots. Okay, so I have a 9-iron. My target is just straight down the line. Let's see the difference in the shots here. So just gonna take a few shots, and then I'm gonna check my data. Okay, this is pretty straight, beautiful shot. And okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take a few shots, and then I'm gonna compare the data. But basically it's giving me at address, top, and impact. Okay, this is great. Another nice shot, and this is where I improved a lot over the past 6 months, I would say. So I'm curious to see. I can already tell you that the impact is way better than before. This is slightly left, but too extended. So you get automatic feedback there. So too extended, and then went a little bit to the left. Okay, this is great shot, little draw, and then it tells you in range. And on the top, too extended. So I can already tell you that the impact looks pretty good. One more shot. Okay, just a little left, and look at this. Whenever I hit a little left, it tells me that the impact is too extended, so too much like this instead of flexing. Very interesting. And you can actually have the tips right away, so you can tap on it, and it will give you some tips on there. You can look through it through your unit, and you can compare it to a professional player. You can actually see how to fix it, and you got some really good information here. So okay, so this is my data now, and you can see a huge difference from the top to impact, top to impact. So basically, and flexing my wrist from the top to impact. And on some of the occasions, you can already see the check marks there. So which the Hackmotion is telling me that I made some I'm within the range there. And then on the other ones, I'm still a little bit, I need to work on that. But basically, what it's telling me is that if I start at 25 extension and then I go to the top to 32 extension, and then what's important is that from the top to impact, you want to just flex your wrist. So this is what's important right here. So as long as the degree on the impact is less than the top, then you're good, you know. So this right here is barely there, but you can see that generally the number is less on impact, and that's what I was working on. And you can see that here, maybe this wasn't a very good shot. This was just a little bit on 28 impact and 32 at the top. So the more you do it like this right here, this is perfect right here. It's a big difference, and that's why it shows you that the impact is within the range. Okay, so let me compare both data here. The one on the left is the one that I hit about 6 months ago, and the one on the right is the one that I recently that I just took some shots on. And look at the big difference here. So basically on address, everything is pretty much the same. So I haven't changed much on my address position. Now when we look at the top, actually on the top, it looks like I extend my wrist a little more. So normally that would be a little bit negative to do that. But the difference is that before I flexed it just a little bit, but then I extended on the downswing. So what I'm doing now, I go from extension to flexion from the top to the impact. And I think this is what is helping me a lot. Whereas before it was from extension to more extension. And that's, for me, this has been a difference in distance. It's been a huge difference in contact. Everything has just ball trajectory, everything has just improved so much. And you can see here that I have a few more check marks here. Actually, I don't have any check marks on the first ones here. So definitely a big improvement. And you can also see the red numbers here, which if you are way outside your range, you're going to get some red numbers like this. In this instance, I only got 2 of these. Before I got about 10 of them. So definitely a huge improvement, guys. So basically the only change that I made is from the top of my backswing to impact position. As you can see in the data, I'm actually flexing, going through the motion of flexing, even if I'm extended 24, but when I'm here at 10% extension, then that means that the movement is this right here, flexion. So that's what's important, and that's the difference from 6 months ago. For me, it's been huge because it's been a difference in distance, in ball trajectory. I hit it straighter. I feel so much better because I feel like I'm squeezing the ball. I'm just hitting it flush, and I hit it more out the middle. And all I'm doing is just trying to bow my wrist from here to here. Actually, I wasn't thinking about doing that, but as you can see from the data with the Hackmotion, that's what it shows, that I have less extension. So from the top of my backswing to impact, I tend to have less extension, and that's huge. I mean, in numbers is there, you can see it, but in my game it's been very big. Okay, so basically what I'm doing here, if you look at my wrist angles right at the top, it says that it's about like 20 to 25 extended here. So it's not bowed, but the difference between before and now is that on my downswing, instead of extending it now and going from even if it's still extended, it could be like extended at 24. If it goes from 24 to 10, then that's the motion there. It's a flexion. So this is where it counts right here. As I take the club down, my wrist angles are going to be less extended than where they were at the top. Okay, so let's go back 6 months ago and I'll show you what happened here. So I take my address position is about the same. When I go into to the top of my backswing here, actually my flexion, my extension is less. That's what it's saying, Hackmotion. So this is great. But the problem with this is that when I go down, actually I'm extended. So right here, if I'm at 24, if I'm even at 10 extended, but if when I come down, if I make it 24 extension, so the motion from here to impact is an extension. So you don't want that. You want it as you take it down, you want to flex your wrist. So this was the problem. All right, guys, so that was it for the video. If you're interested in the Hackmotion, make sure to use the code below. Leave the code to the website and you can get a discount with that. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like I said, it's been a huge difference for me. Great improvement. And this just doing wrist angles are, you know, in golf, they're so important. So if you have a chance to try the Hackmotion, I really encourage you to do so. Try it out through a coach, or if you know anybody that has it, make sure to try it out and see where your wrist angles are. So guys, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Until next time.